Fun one. GMC Yukon, 3-stage pearl white. I picked the redder variant. I'm gonna tint some sealer a little darker than that white primer because the first layer white is pretty transparent. Then there'll be a mid coat, probably 2-3 mid coats of the pearl. GM put down a pretty modelly looking mid coat, but I think I can do better than that. And we'll be using Bourne Seconds paint today. It's gonna be a long day. Here she is, all masked up and ready to spray. I got a bumper to seal still. The moldings I got taped to the back there. It's all the room I have. I'm gonna seal the nose and then start coloring. We'll be coloring with the large cup today. Be mixing on this. This is the primary tint for the first color. I'm going to be using a lot of that. I know a Jeep that's going to get that treatment down the side soon. Alright, back to the Yukon. I've got a fair amount of sealer mixed up. It's tinted. It's kind of an off-white now. That'll help my base coat cover a little better. I'm going to lay that on the nose and the bumper and the moldings, and then we'll get into laying down hopefully 2 good coats of that white, blend it out into the doors. Air dry it down because this is water-based paint there, and then we're going to do a mid coat, which is very transparent pearl over the white. And then when that's all dry, then we can clear coat it. Parts are sealed. Tinted white looks pretty good. Now it's time to lay a lot of base coat down. Seconds Color Builder, pretty good product, boy. You can tint all your sealers and primers almost to the exact shade that you're laying down a top coat on. Now we're going to be putting a lot of this water-based white down. This is my trusty Sodajet. It's a Sodajet 3000B HVLP digital with the WSB tip for waterborne base coats. Waterborne paint sprays on looking pretty horrible, and once the water disappears it just kind of blends right in and you get some of the best blends you've ever seen. Alright, there's base coat number 1. I ate up a whole cup. I'm going to mix up another cup, and I'll probably do a 3rd coat a little thinner with more water to blend into the doors. Okay, the white's drying. Here's my formula for the mid coat, and what's in there now is pretty much just binders that do different things optically when it dries. Here's our pearl. Gonna count it down. Almost. Okay, now I'm gonna put about 20 cents of activator in, which is basically water. Stir that up. And most of these colors you want to pre-stir before you add the activator / water, but this one was mostly binder, so she'll stir up okay. Now I'm just going to check and make sure my blend on the doors with the white looks good, and I'll lay hopefully 2 coats of this down, and then I'll be ready for clear coat. Alright, here's how we test it with the lights off. That's pearl. Well, I'm a mess. She's 2 coats of clear installed, and what a pain in the neck that was. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. I started that a little before 9. And she's in the bake booth now. I'd like to see how it looks tomorrow. Making those blends into that the doors where GM had put a real modelly coat down was kind of tough. We'll see how that looks in the sun tomorrow. We'll check it then. And here's a little look at the spray out I made. The trusty sun gun. There's the spray out. The bottom is 1 coat of pearl, 2 coats, and the top is what it looks like with 3 coats. I'll have a good guide to go by the next time I run into this particular formula on one of those trucks. And now it's just, we'll see what it looks like in the morning and it's outside.